Hello aspirants, this is me Yasmin Gill presenting to you the PIB highlights of 16th of January. So do follow all these videos on this particular link, plus you can also rate and review the videos. So let's begin. Firstly, we have under history, culture and geography, particularly in geography section, higher resolution weather prediction model. So evident from the name itself, it's for weather prediction to be set up by Ministry of Earth Sciences and will be operational from today itself. So see, in this particular system, there will be a prediction system known as EPS, that is Ensemble Prediction System. So earlier, its resolution used to be 25 kilometers, but now it has been upgraded to 12 kilometers. And in order to upgrade this resolution, there is a simultaneous update in the high performance computing system, which has been increased to a higher petaflop. So do remember this unit, petaflop. Flops are the units which are used to measure the, usually the high speed computers, their processing speeds is measured in flops. And peta, do mention what this peta stands for in the comment section. Also see overall what this EPS will do is, that is the ensemble prediction system. It will help in overcoming the uncertainties in weather forecast, plus it will generate multiple forecasts and hence the probability of that being correct, it increases. Next, under society related issues, we have Operation Sadbhavna. So Indian Army, in order to promote certain humanitarian angle to it and humanitarian assistance, particularly to Northeast people and to Jammu and Kashmir, have started with the operation called Operation Sadbhavna. It is in consonance with the usual theme of army, which is winning the hearts and minds, and it projects the humane face of soldier. So in this, national integration tours are taken, particularly for the school children, youth and local populace of Jammu and Kashmir and northeastern states. Next, Nagaland Health Project. This is also very important. So in collaboration with World Bank, Department of Economic Affairs have signed a financing agreement to bring up the finance for Nagaland Health Project. So particularly it will be done for targeted locations in Nagaland, but overall the state will benefit as a whole. Also, this particular project, that is Nagaland Health Project, will be supporting and complementing the existing National Health Mission. Next, this is a small snippet. It is to be organized, so we'll read more about it in coming days. It is Indian Panorama Film Festival. It is organized by Directorate of Film Festivals. Next, National Alliance Against Child Online Sexual Abuse. So this is also very important. So see, this particular alliance, National Alliance. Why? Because it involves a lot of stakeholders, and with collaboration of all these stakeholders, Ministry of Women and Child Development will be spearheading this particular alliance. So if you want to remember certain lines or certain thoughts on child sexual abuse, so one thing is, do remember that child sexual abuse is not just a unipolar problem. It is a multi-layered problem whereby it impacts safety, health, well-being, physical, psychological and emotional harm of the children or the victim who is actually gone through the sexual abuse. Also, right now there are various acts such as Juvenile Justice Act, Prevention of Sexual Offences Act, etc. But still there is not much information within people regarding to the online part of it. So in order to promote this information, this alliance has come up with certain objectives. So we'll be going through it one by one. Firstly, coming up with a common definition of child pornography, which will include amendment to various acts as well, and also IT Act, that is Information Technology Act. Also setting up a multi-member secretariat in a Ministry of Women and Child Development. This multi-member secretariat would be also handling a hotline, that is for reporting and the appropriate service delivery to the victims. Other than that, there will be a platform for networking amongst the government and NGO partners. On this particular network, there will be showcasing of success stories, and member organization, parent, teachers, etc. would also be sensitized about the problem. Lastly, whatever are the research inputs based on the various social scientists, etc. so that would be also collaborated in this particular project. So this is how National Alliance would be a very broad stakeholder based approach, targeting various acts, that is legal aspects as well, and coming up with a uniform definition of child pornography along with multi-stakeholder approach of involving various parties to it. Next, a small snippet, which is, see, if you are to answer the question that which was the original capital of Northeast during the time of British Empire as well as post-independence in the undivided Assam. So that was Shillong, which is today the capital of Meghalaya. Next, under international relation, a small snippet, which is an MOU has been signed in the field of cooperatives between India and Mauritius. Next, we come to economy. So draft national steel policy has been tabled recently. So let's go through its provisions. Firstly, it focuses on two aspects, that is, one is increasing the production capacity and second is increasing consumption as well. So that will boost the demand of it, so increasing production as well as per capita consumption. Other than that, we have a special and enhanced focus on sustainability as well. Overall, 4 committees would be formed that would be taking care of these mandates: formulation of codes, life cycle, cost analysis, and sustainability. So 4 committees as well as 4 task forces. So 4 task forces, they would be focusing on the consumption sector such as railways, urban development, road transport, and highways and shipbuilding sector. Other than that, there are certain innovative measures proposed to enhance the consumption. For example, steel houses. A good concept indeed. And what will it do? What are the benefits of it? Less erection time, more durability, better flexibility, and eco-friendliness. Also, certain innovative measures include: why not make the truck bodies of steel rather than wood? This will also save trees. Other than that, you can even cover potholes with steel sheets. That will boost the consumption of steel, per capita consumption of steel, and thereby steel industry would be promoted. Also, government this very year, we also covered it in PIB, that for brand promotion it had come up with the Vizag Steel Samta Express. Now do mention where this plant Vizag Steel is located. Other than that, there are certain measures, for example, promoting scrap based steel plant, particularly in northern India and western India, and lastly, standardizing the design. Next, we have a very important news. It was covered in Hindu as well. So what has happened is Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited, which is the corporate entity of Visakhapatnam Steel Plant, it is coming up with a forged wheel plant at Lalganj in UP. So this forged wheel plant is said to be the first of its kind. And if you have to look on the fact that what are forged wheels, a short description here: they are strong, still very lightweight, extremely lightweight wheels, and they are mostly used by high performing car enthusiasts. Other than that, how are they made? They are made under extreme pressure by forcing a block of metal into a particular shape. So you can just Google it and check on the images of forged wheels. Next, under environment, will be analyzing the disaster of fire, particularly in the health-based structures such as hospitals, clinics, etc. So recently, Ministry of Health along with AIIMS New Delhi and various other collaborating institutes, you need not remember other institutes, they have come up with this workshop for promoting life and fire safety in healthcare particularly. So what have they come up with, or what guidelines have they come up with? Firstly, the target is towards ensuring zero tolerance. And how is this supposed to be done? By various given measures. Firstly, we have to sensitize the hospital administrators that okay, such an hazard can also take place and you have to be aware and as well as ready for it. Simultaneously, why is this to be done? Because nurses and doctors are always the first respondents in such cases, and not the patients obviously, and not certain external agency. Other than that, safe evacuation has to be provided. But as was seen by NDMA, that is National Disaster Management Authority, corridors, staircases, emergency doors, they were not properly maintained, and in fact emergency doors were locked. So that is not how the things should be working. Other than that, training and capacity building among the same people, that is hospital administrators, doctors, nurses, etc. Plus we have fire audits which should be regularly done to be monitored by ministry. Other than that, time bound fire safety plan action, and you can also suggest that mock drills could be done. So these are the way forward of tackling fire hazard as a disaster. Lastly, we have a recent stampede in West Bengal. So stampede as a disaster is also news. We'll cover it tomorrow. Next, we have under security related aspect, very small news item which we did once earlier as well. So what is it? Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Missile Complex. Where is it located? Hyderabad. Other than that, new defense weapons, etc. I hope you are gone through all of them. In case you're not aware of any one of these weapons, some of them we have studied. For example, we had gone through smart anti-airfield weapon. We had gone through Agni 5, we had gone through guided Pinaka, but Astra was left. So in case you're not aware of any one of these, just Google and look at its provisions. These are all the latest developments in defense sector, and you ought to be aware of it. So that's it for today, and these are certain MCQs which were asked in today's session of morning. So firstly, what is true of Uyghurs? Second, what is true of National Human Rights Commission? And thirdly, where in India is Raja Rani Music Festival held? So that's it for today, friends. In case you find the initiative useful, do not forget to recommend it to your friends as well, and obviously do not forget to rate and review it. Thank you so much.